Heyo, so if you're like me, then you like picking up random stuff because your favorite artist supports that stuff. Like back in the day, Bailey J started doing Copic markers, so I started drawing with Copic markers. Then she tried watercolor, so I tried more watercolor, and then she started releasing collaborations in crafting, which is what I started doing. Well, I didn't have any collaborations, I just bought her stuff. And part of that included diamond painting, and now I have technically one diamond painting video on this channel because the second one kind of just like, you know, any person who does diamond painting knows that when you're done with your diamond painting, you have a fuck ton of gems left. And I hate being that person to throw them away. These were organized at one point, by the by, but this like fell open onto my carpet. So I have a bunch of them in a bunch of different colors, mostly squares, but I figured I would take these because this is a crafting table. It's not. This is my crafting table. But I figured since I love diamond painting and I took my diamond paintings down, because, you know, thought I was moving, didn't, I would make my own diamond painting to use my leftover gems with. Now I actually had to dig out my diamond painting kit because I needed like my tool. It has like my wax, my holder. So no. No, there's more. Oh no, there's so many. These are all my round ones. Oh no. I mean, it's fine. Like I can mesh my rounds together, I guess, but I have a lot of diamond painting stuff. Oh, my old fucking supernatural perler beads. I didn't make those. Old disgusting wax out. So I have my gripper, or my tool, my little grippy, because I got carpal tunnel. I actually got two grippies. I don't know where my secondary tool went. I'm gonna finish off this wax before I start this other unopened wax, and then I'll use this one, but for now this is just gonna go back in the bag. Two trays. I think I only need one. And then my tweezers. And they're just gonna go back with my supernatural stuff. But you know, before any of that, I need to get a sketch down. So I think, because I haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet, I want to do some Minecraft art because my partner and I are currently on the 2-week phase of Minecraft. So I'm gonna sketch something out, transfer it over, and I have this glue stick, and then I still have some school glue, and hopefully it's sticky enough. But I'm gonna put down the sketch, put down a base layer of like messy acrylic paint just to get the background color down, and then I'll go over it with the diamond painting. So this might take a while. I'm currently starting this on Tuesday the 8th, so hopefully I can get it done by the time you're seeing this, which is going to be the 17th. So I have 9 days. Technically I have a week because I want to get this edited and everything by Wednesday of next week. So fingers crossed, and if not, you'll be seeing this on the 24th. Whoopsies. So I'm gonna get going on that. Alrighty, so moving into this sketch, I know, like I said, I wanted to sketch everything out first, and I know I had a rough design for this in my head, and I know I wanted there to be a wolf, a bee, an axolotl, and a chicken. And as you will see, I forgot the chicken. I don't know how I forgot the chicken. I had the reference on my phone and I was looking at it, and when I sketched it and then transferred it over, the chicken was just gone. So there's no chicken in this, but that's fine. We don't need a chicken. And I know I wanted the dog to be playful. It was so weird having to look up that pose because I don't want weird shit on my Google search history, so I'm trying to type in like playful dog pose, and I'm like, please don't give me furry porn. I have my safe search on, but there's always stuff that like slips through the cracks, let's be real here, and it's disgusting. But I got the pose I wanted, and let me tell you that for somebody who sucks at drawing animals, I am absolutely very proud of the way the sketch of this dog came out. I think he looks so good. He just looks so cute. So that in its own, like early on, I was like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. This is gonna go great. So I did the transfer, and I did that old method where you scribble the back of your paper with a graphite stick or a pencil. In my case, I used my graphite stick. Hold it onto your canvas and then press down on it, like tracing over it to transfer from sketch to my canvas board. And then once I got that transfer done, I decided to go through and do a quick paint job, just something quick and easy with those little cheapy crafty paints you can get from like Walmart that are now like 60 cents instead of 50, but whatever. But I put those down real quick, and I know I wanted the axolotl to be the rare variant and the wolf to be a forest variant because there's new variants now. So he was like a grayish brown color. The axolotl's purple with the orange gills, then you know the bee's just the bee, you know. Then I also only did the allium flowers because they're purple. Like I have a lot of purple gems and I want to use my purple gems, so we're using the purple flowers. So I started to test off my diamond painting in the corner where the cloud is specifically, because I knew I had like this lightish blue color that I was like, okay, this is gonna go great. I say with confidence. Yeah, I got like 3/4 of the way through the cloud, and then I ran out of the gem, and I'm like, I thought I had a lot of that color, and then I remembered how small diamond gems are, like diamond painting gems. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna have to mix the gems. So I end up mixing the square gems that are like this cool gray, like almost like a light blue, with these cool gray round ones, and it looks dumb, but it also just kind of looks like a patch in the clouds. So I'm like, okay, that I got away with. But I thought, okay, now I have to be careful with how I place my gems, because the ones I think I have a lot of, I don't. And I'm gonna learn that lesson like 7 more times over before I think, hey, maybe I fucked up here, but it's fine. I didn't think this through. I just know I had this idea in my head, specifically because a couple months ago, Chloe Rose Art had posted a video where she bedazzled a little cookie jar because she was like, the price on the Swarovski Disney castle is ridiculous. I'm just gonna DIY it. And she only did one part, never did it again. And ever since that video in the summer, I'm like, I want to do that. I have diamond painting stuff. Let's do that. And yeah, it did take me this long to do it. I've been wanting to do it forever, but at least I finally got around to it, you know? So as I was picking through my next gems, I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna have to end up mixing the circles with the squares like I did with the cloud. But I tried to keep like one section to be circles and one section to be squares. Like the sky itself is all circles, the tree stumps are squares, like that kind of thing. But with the sky, I picked through my blue because I saw I had a lot of blue gems. So I would take them out a little bit out of their baggie, and I'm using the spoon I used to scoop my candles. And it's like, why do you just have a burnt spoon in your room? Like, I don't do drugs. Like, I know it looks bad that having a burnt spoon, but I swear it's literally just for candles. So as I was scooping, I was organizing what colors I wanted. Like, I wanted the horizon to be darker, so I went with a darker blue, then a medium blue, then a light blue, and I just didn't gradient them out. I thought I was going to, and then I didn't. It looked a little silly and it's not perfect, but I'm working with what I have here because I've never made my own diamond painting. Like, yeah, I've done diamond paintings before, but if you've ever done a diamond painting, you know that they have little guidelines to show you what goes where. I didn't have that. I just had a blank canvas board. So once I got the sky down, some spots came out wonky, like you could see the waves or the gaps. And that was also partially because I was scared of running out of gems. So I spaced them out a little. You can see the paint through the entire thing, really. But you know what? We're rolling with it. And like I mentioned, I did not want to run out of a specific color. That's exactly what happened with the trees. I was like, oh, I have a lot of this green color. Like, but it's like not like a lot, but it's not like a lot like I thought the cloud was. It should be enough for the 5 trees. Yeah, guess who was wrong again? So I had to like fade it out with lighter colors, and I'm like, leaves have variance anyway, so that should be fine. And then with the trunks of the trees, I knew I did not have enough brown. I wasn't gonna make this mistake, so I just mixed all the darker colors. Like I have dark green, dark brown, dark blue, a dark red, a black, so I mixed those to make like a barky color texture. And honestly, the mismatchy bark colors look kind of cool with the trees. I like the way that looks. And then, you know, the flowers, they're just basic. I use like a dark blue for the stems. So that way, because I was doing all the stuff in the front first, and then I would move to the back, doing the background stuff first, and then the front, except for the flowers. That was the only thing. But anyway, whatever. The grass did give me some problems. I had a lot of this green square color, like this foresty, mossy green. So I put it all in my tray, and I'm like, yeah, this looks so good. I'm doing such a good job. And then I get to like the last little bit on the right side, and I'm like, I'm out of gems. Of course. At this point, I don't want to risk ripping anything up because I'm scared of ripping the paint job underneath. So I just switch over to a more muted green circly color, which I also ran out of. Of course I did. I did what I could, and I'm just going to call it biome blending because it's technically what I can classify it as, but it's fine. And then like the bark, I also did the dirt, that different pattern. Like Minecraft dirt block texture has a bunch of different colors in it. Like you have gray, darker brown, lighter brown. So I picked the same darker colors with some browns, but I also used a light purple to be like that gray color because my only gray is in circles and I don't want to mix like that. So the brown was fun. It almost kind of looks like pool tiles now that I'm looking at it. It looks cool. I like it. But the one thing I can't stop staring at is the freaking bee in the corner. I love him. He came out so freaking good. Especially his wings. I use the Aurora Borealis coated ones because these are gems from the Diamond Art Club, just like my old ones, specifically from the Bailey J Diamond Kits Bakery and Lac. So there were some Aurora gems in them, and oh, they're so, I just keep looking at this back and forth. It is so freaking pretty. So the bee came out super cute, but then the dog, not so much. I thought the dog would be the same, but yeah, no, that didn't happen. When I painted this dog, I didn't look at my gem colors. I just kind of said, hey, let's make this kind of dog. I should have looked at my colors. I really should have, because when I finally got to the dog, I realized I don't have any of the colors except for gray to make this dog happen, and I only have one shade of gray. So I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I start by putting down like the brownish gray color for the belly, gray for like the under bits, the arms, the legs, and I just did not like it. I'm still looking at it and I'm like, I still kind of don't like it, but do what you gotta do. And because I didn't have the brown, I'm like, what am I gonna do? Because the only brands I do have are like this dark maroonish color, and I'm like freaking out. I don't know what to do. And I'm like, okay, think you've gotten through some shit before. What about like what would Bailey do? These are her diamond painting kit gems. What the fuck would she do? And I'm like, she did do bakery, which had a black girl in it. And those skin tones weren't brown, they were pink. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. We're doing a pink dog. The dog is pink. Why is the dog pink? I don't know. Because he ran out of colors. And that's my explanation. He's just a fun, playful dog that is lesbian coded. So he's pink. He's a pink dog, and honestly, he slays. I committed to it. It still kind of looks iffy. You'll lose the shape of the dog, but I think you're gonna get that when you're converting a painting into a diamond painting. Like if you squint, it looks like a dog. We're gonna go with that it looks like a dog. But with the underbelly of the dog, I took this giant ass risk and I ripped the brown up. I should not have ripped the brown up because I was like, I don't know if it's gonna work. I was scared of ripping the paint, but then the glue that I put underneath, because I'm just using like school glue, like literally Walmart brand school glue, acted as a barrier between the gem and the paint. So I was like, oh, I could just rip all these gems up. So I ripped them all up and replaced them with the light pink, and it's more cohesive, it looks nicer, and I was still able to put the dark colors on the dog's back, and it just looks so much better. He slays and he's not perfect, but it's fine. Then after the dog, I was able to move on to the axolotl, and I have plenty of purple gems. Of course, I was super excited to do this one. I had the perfect color of purple, and I also used the Aurora Borealis in the eyes. I also did that with the dog too. See, the purple came out cute. I made the little differentiations for his nose and mouth. He's just a guy, and I love him. Then for his gills are technically supposed to be orange, and I only have one really color orange. He's like a yellow orange, and then yellow is like the next lightest color, which I already used on the bee, and I didn't want it to look too so I actually used this corally pink color for the inside of the gills, and then the yellow orange for the outside of the gills. I think he looks pretty slay. And then my absolute favorite part of this was the water. Now, I was not going to make the same mistake for the however many of time. I looked at my blue Aurora gems and I thought, I know I'm not going to have enough to cover all of that water. I think I do, but I'm not. And even if I do, I'm not going to risk it. So I went back into my blue bag, and I took these sky blue, not like the sky actual color, but like the color sky blue gems, and I started placing them down as if they were a ripple in the water, leaving gaps for the Aurora gems. And I just went crazy with it. The one corner starts off more blue, which looks fine because that looks like ripples, and all of the Aurora just looks so pretty. I can't stop looking at it. It just looks, I love the water. It's so pretty. I love sparkles. If you couldn't tell, it's so, I'm gonna be gushing about it for a while. Everything except the dog, really, and the grass. But that's about it. And I know I mentioned that I did want this done on Tuesday. It's 12/17 on March 17th, which is the day this video goes up. And I haven't even edited it yet. Well, most of it. I have 3 separate parts of gem edits sped up rendering as I'm recording this voiceover. I already edited the intro, the painting, and the gem bits, so I just have to do the last bit, take the final photos, edit this, and then render it overnight while I'm sleeping before I go to work. And like this whole thing just took so much longer than I thought it was going to, because my other diamond paintings, I was like, oh, I finished it in a week, it's fine, da 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 da. I forgot how tedious diamond painting is, especially with the little gem tool, because I only had to do one section at a time. This took 5 editing sessions, including after this voiceover and everything, and I had 13 hours of gem footage. So yeah, this is a long video, and I definitely did not film all of the gem stuff, so there's a lot of gem stuff. It's fine maybe, but my final thoughts on this is that it looks cute. I'm running out of time for the voiceover because raw recording, I'm already at 16 minutes. And I don't think I'm going to do any more diamond painting anytime soon. I was like halfway through with it, excited, and I bought another diamond painting kit from Walmart because I got it on clearance. And now I just like don't want to touch it. So I'm just going to leave this here, put my diamond painting stuff away so I don't have to look at it, and go take about 2,000 milligrams of ibuprofen to stop my wrist from exploding. So thank you guys so much for watching me absolutely destroy my wrist for the sake of Minecraft art. Links to my Instagram and Etsy are down below to support a small artist and a small business owner, especially now. And I will see you next week with something not as complicated. Bye!